Hello soulmates, you're welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to be learning how to make this trouser pocket. I promise you it is beginner friendly, it is very easy to make. Just follow my steps, and if you do that you're going to have a neat finishing like mine, and then you're going to know and learn this forever. So guys, if this is a tutorial you want to know, you want to watch, stick around and watch to the end because you're going to get value from this video. Okay, so let's get right into the video. So I've already cut out my pocket. So this is the trouser pockets that I've already cut out. So the first thing I'm going to do is to mark the wrong side so I will not get confused along the way. So as you can see, my trouser pocket is measuring 7 inches on the width, and then it is 13.5 inches in length. So the next thing I need to do is to bring in my front pattern, my trouser pattern. Okay, so this is the front side of my trouser. Don't make a mistake of using the back side of your trouser. Remember, the pocket is in front, please be careful. Okay, so this is the front pattern placed on top of the pocket. So now the open side of the pocket is where I place the side of my trouser. Hope you're noticing that. So while the two pockets are unfold, I place the trouser pattern on top of it using the sides, the open side of the pocket and the side of my trouser. And then I made sure I have 1 inch around the waistline, because when I was cutting my trouser I trimmed off 1 inch from the waist side of my trouser to give my trouser some shape. Okay, so I'm just basically transferring the shape of my trouser on the pocket, just like you see me do now. So I'm just practically transferring that shape towards the hip. Under the hip, you say I cut off something there, so I'm just transfer your trouser shape to the pocket. That's just simply it. So if you didn't shape your trouser when you were cutting it, there's no need to do this. You can just leave it straight because your pocket, your trouser will be straight if you didn't do that shaping that I did. Okay, the next thing is to open up our pockets. So I'm going to open up the two pockets and place them right side facing each other. Remember, I marked the wrong side, so it's going to be easy for me to identify the wrong sides. Yeah, so I'll just set that aside and then trim off the slant I have in front of my trouser. You know, our trouser usually has a 1 inch slope in front to eliminate bulge at the crotch line. Okay, so I'll just trim that off and then we'll continue with the pockets. I'll bring back my pocket and then I'm going to place my trouser on one side of my pocket. Remember, I've opened up my pocket, it is right side facing each other, and then I'm placing the trouser, the front pattern of my trouser, on one side of the pocket alone, just one side. Please don't make a mistake of using the two sides of your pocket, please. Okay, so while I place it on one side of my pocket, I took note of the 1 inch slope I have. Remember that space of 1 inch slope at the crotch line, please maintain that. Okay, so for the pocket opening, I'm going out by 2.5 inches on the waistline, and then I'm going to come down by 6.5 inches. Hope you can see that. And then I'm going to connect with my straight ruler. So I'm basically making a slanted line. So there are two ways you can make this pocket. You can either decide to make any kind of shape like this one, or you just make it slanted. Okay, so you can see the shape. So I'm going for the slanted one, right? Yeah, I'm going for the slanted. So I'll first of all make a notch, a small notch, like a little bit less than 0.5, maybe 0.4 something, and then I'm going to cut off that 2.5 inches slant that I've made to the waistline. Now it's time to start sewing our pockets. So after cutting that off, I'll open up the trouser and the pockets too. So I'm going to be placing them right side facing each other. So the right side of the pocket facing the right side of one part of the trouser. So I'm going to locate the notch. That notch is going to help us to fix our pockets properly. So I located the two notches, the one on the pocket and the one on the trousers. I pinned them together, and then this is how it's going to look after sewing, though we have not sewn it right. Okay, just showing you guys. So we'll place the other side of the pocket right side facing the other side of the trouser leg. Okay, so also locate the notch, pin them together, and then you can see that it is no longer equal with the length of the pocket. You see, so this is it. So let's now go to our sewing machine and sew this off. So we're going to be sewing this with a little bit less than ½ inch, like 0.4. So we'll just sew it and stop at the notch. I'll do that and come back and show you guys. Okay, so I am done sewing that, and I also top stitched it with my hemming gum. As you can see, after joining, I top stitched the sewing allowance towards the pocket side using a hemming gum. I placed the hemming gum on top of it to sew the top stitch. So you can see the top stitch and the hemming gum is inside the line, inside the pocket, rather, is inside the pocket. So this is it. So as you can see, the hemming gum is inside the pocket, like in between the pocket and the trouser pattern. Hope you can see that. Yes, So when you top stitch on the pocket side, this is exactly what you're going to get. So I'm just going to go to my ironing table and give it a good press or iron needs, and then the hemming gum is going to gum it up together. So I'll go and do that and come back and show you. And remember the 2 inches allowance we cut off. We cut off 2.5 rather. Cut off 2.5, and then we'll use like 0.4 to, so let's say 0.5 is what we're going to add to the 2.5. So you should measure 3 inches there, and make sure you have 3 inches before you pin and iron. Make sure you have 3 inches there. So now I'm sure I have 3 inches. I'm going to go ahead to pin it, and then I check the sides. Make sure the sides align, the side of the pocket and side of your trouser leg, make sure they align. Okay, so I've given it a good press, and this is how it is. See how neat it is looking, very neatly made. Oh my god. I'm sure you like this. Yeah, so now I'm going to make a curve on the pocket, like the downside of the pocket. I'm going to just curve it this way. I don't want it to be straight, like I don't want it to be sewn on the whole side of the trouser, so I'm just making this shape for a reason. So you just kind of make that shape on the pocket, sew it and trim it off, just the way I'm doing this. So I'll just quickly do that on the other side of the pocket, and then go over to my sewing machine and sew it, so we'll come back to cut it off. Okay, when I was done sewing it, I went ahead to trim off the excess from the pocket. As you can see, I made my stitches on the chalk line, and then I trimmed off the excess. So I just did that on the 2 sides of the pocket, and then I'm going to go ahead to use my interlocking machine, that's my weaving machine, to weave it so it will have a neat finishing. Okay, so after that, the next thing I'm going to do is to stitch on this part. Yeah, the part I pinned to the trouser. This is the reason why I didn't want it to be straight, why I had to make that curve on the pocket, so that you can always bring it out. So you can always bring out your pockets. Yeah, anytime. Had it been I left it straight, you see the pocket cannot come out, but when you make that stitch, you can always bring out your pocket. Okay, so that's basically why I had to do that curve on the pocket side. Hope you understand now. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is to run a stitch on the side that we pinned, and then weave the downside. Also stitch the upper part, just the places I pinned, you're going to stitch them. Yeah, I'm done stitching them, as you can see. You just stitch it down. I've already weaved it, as you can see too. So this is our pocket. If you've watched up to this part, I want to say very big thank you for watching till now, and please subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so. Give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend it to other viewers. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is to trim off the excess on that slope. Okay, so remember, our trouser has a slope, it has a waist slope, but the pocket did not have a slope, so they can never be equal. They cannot be on the same line. So that's why we have to, you know, redraw that slant and trim off the excess. So we'll do the same thing on the other side of the trouser, just like you see me do, with cutting off excess from the pocket. So all you have to do is just to basically use a straight ruler to reconnect your lines, and then trim off the excess. That is it. And so we are done with that part, and this is our 2 front trouser patterns coming together. Hope you can see it. So our pocket is ready, right? So this is it. So you now have to join the crotch line. You join them on the crotch line to make them one part, a piece. Now there are 2 pieces. Now I want to make them 1 piece. So I've joined it together, and this is what it looks like. Yay! Our front trouser pattern is ready. Our pockets are ready. See how they're all looking neat and professionally made. Trust me, if you follow these steps step by step like I just did, you're going to get a very neat finishing. I hope you can see that our front curve is still showing. It is still visible. The front curve did not disappear. It is still there. And so this is our pocket, neatly fixed. Like, it's looking so neat. Hope you can see that. See the neatness. See finishing now. This is it. And for the pockets, there's another way of turning up the downside of the pocket. Instead of weaving the side I used my weaving machine to weave, there's another way of sewing it that you wouldn't have to weave it. So I don't like to use that method. I feel it's stressful a bit. I just like to just use my weaving machine and do all of that. So this is my trouser. See how neat it is looking, professionally made, very neat, well relaxed, like everything is giving. If you want me to make a video on how to cut a trouser, let me know in the comments. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you haven't done so, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.